Democrats loved it. Republicans thought the president was in denial. Never did he say, I know there are more of you, meaning Republicans. Never did he say the Senate changed hands. The Republicans now are in charge. And so the commentary afterwards was, can you get anything done in this town? The president laid out his agenda, a middle-class agenda, including tax increases on the wealthy. Republicans don't like any of that. What struck Republicans is, here's one moment here where the president, this is what I would call the I'm right, you're wrong portion of the speech.
At every step, we were told our goals were misguided or too ambitious, that we would crush jobs and explode deficits. Instead, we've seen the fastest economic growth in over a decade, our deficits cut by 2/3, a stock market that has doubled, and healthcare inflation at its lowest rate in 50 years. This is good news, people. So the verdict is clear. Middle-class economics works.
You know, if you don't like him or you don't like his policies, you don't like that. But it was a strong performance by the president. A lot of people thought, yeah, wow, how can he be so optimistic? How can he be so upbeat after what just happened in the last election? Let's talk about that from the tone standpoint. He could have come out, I guess, if he wanted to, and have said, okay, you won. Let's be conciliatory. Let's figure this out. And he did a little bit of that at the end of the speech. But mostly this was a defiant, here's what I believe, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right. And it picks up on where he was right after that November election, where he came out and he did the executive action on immigration reform. He made the moves on Cuba. Same thing in that press conference. This is something that the White House, this stance, this full of swagger, drop the mic sort of approach has been what this president has adopted. If you looked on Twitter, progressives were going crazy about this. They were talking about this is the president that they fell, or this is the person they fell in love with in 2004. He, of course, echoed some of what he was about in 2004. And this is a president that is, I mean, it was almost like he was saying, I'm in charge here, like sort of borrowing from Al Hagen, almost as if he was looking out at all Democrats at a Democratic, convention.
And yet he was very assertive, but he can't get any of his plan passed. Issue is they can't get any of their plan passed either. Right. They need his signature. They need 60 votes in the Senate. Before you come in, Jonathan, Nia mentioned Twitter. The moment that most lit up social media was this one. Late in the speech where the president actually had turned back to his old, remember 2004, there's no red America, there's no blue America, there's just one America. He was closing the speech on what sounded like a very, very conciliatory note, and then this.
I have no more campaigns to run. My only agenda, I know because I won both of them.
So he wants to remember 2008 and 2012 and I guess forget 2014.
President Obama has been a great president politically for himself. He's been a terrible president for his party in 2 midterm elections, and that's why he's standing out there talking to a crowd of overwhelmingly Republicans. It strikes me that this speech is much more about 2016 than it's about the next 2 years. He knows he's not going to be able to get most of this stuff done with the overwhelmingly GOP Congress, but he's setting up the contours of the coming debate. And as he did so effectively in 08 and 12, he is pressing the opposition and putting them in a tough, uncomfortable spot and squeezing them politically, which he's very good at. But working across party lines to get big stuff done, he hasn't proven that's quite as effective.
The question, I guess, will be, do the Republicans see it in their self-interest down the road to cut some deals on some of this stuff? And can the president keep his poll numbers, which have been going up? If the president can keep his numbers around 50%, it does change the dynamic. After the election, a lot of people said, forget about him, he's a lame duck. If he can stay around 50%.
But what can they get done besides, sure, free trade deals, certainly, but what beyond that is a GOP Congress with huge majorities going to give on? I'm just uncertain.
But it is true. I mean, if you talk about sort of the changing rhetoric of Republicans, if you look at what they were saying, particularly Rand Paul in his rebuttal, he's talking about, he didn't say middle class economics, this new phrase that you hear out of the White House, but he talks about income equality. Right. And so in that way, he is kind of setting the agenda, if not the policy.